And November is National Native American Heritage Month, a time used to honor and remember the original inhabitants of this country, as well as those who continue to live here and their contributions to the United States.
St. Joseph is full of significant Native American history, and the St. Joseph Museums continue to bring that history to light.
One of my favorite stories is the story of the 14 Iowa Indians that traveled to the courts of Europe, where they met George Catlin, who organized that trip, and they met the kings and queens of France. And they traveled with Geoffrey de Royn, who was a slave of Joseph Robidoux, and then they came back here to the United States. And so I just think that's a very interesting story, how in 1844 we had 14 Iowa Indians leave from the St. Joseph area to travel to the courts of Europe.
There are so many ways to go about honoring Native American heritage in your everyday life.
I mean, I think taking time to slow down and appreciate that we are on sacred land of several Native American groups. So taking a moment and just reflecting on that, and then connecting with Native peoples, doing some research about what their culture is like today, what they're doing in this present moment.
With Thanksgiving having just passed, St. Joseph Museums urges the importance of learning about the true, dark history of the holiday.
The story, the myth of Thanksgiving that we have held very closely to ourselves in the United States, where the Indians were so helpful to the Pilgrims. I mean, that's something certainly that we could do a little bit more research about and understand the real history of what that looked like, because there was a lot of genocide of Native peoples and forced assimilation that we are still trying to better kind of understand and bring light on, to understand that history is complicated.
Museum officials say that learning about the complex history of the Native Americans is important in order to prevent further harm to the natives still around today.
You know, there are very good things that happen in history, and there are very bad things that happen in history, and there were some terribly atrocious things that our society has done to Native American peoples. But on the other side of that, we have also seen a great deal of resiliency from those people who are continuing to have their cultures today, trying to rebuild and thrive. And so there's some positive things that come out of looking at the resiliency of the human spirit and the things that we can learn today from them.
Now, although Native American Heritage Month is coming to a close, there are several opportunities to continue to learn. You can virtually view the Harry L. George Native American Collection by visiting stjosephmuseum.org/exhibits.